Hey everyone, it is another sunny day in Scotland. Can you believe it? This is the longest summer I can ever remember. What I'd like to do in this video is talk about the price of SafeCoin. The price of SafeCoin has been going down. So, you guys know I'm part of the SafeCoin team. I kind of help with the blog and other things. And, some of the videos I've done in the past have been positive about SafeCoin. And I don't think this is a negative video about SafeCoin, but I do think it's important for me to be transparent during the good times and the bad times. Now, I don't consider this a bad time, just to clarify that, but the price has pretty much halved in a week. If I remove my face. So last week, the price was sitting at around 1,500, 1,600, 1,700 Satoshis. We're down at 804 now. Now, you can see the buy orders on the left-hand side. You can see the sell orders on the right-hand side. And the buy orders, the real volume is here. This person's trying to get in at 700 Satoshis. They're trying to become a player. They're trying to buy a huge amount. I think is that 100,000. And the sell orders, you've got one at 1,000 there, and then it starts picking up about 1,200. You see a lot of people selling there around the 1,200 mark. As I said, last week it was about 1,600, 1,700, and you can see it here. Look at the graph going down. As far as the price being 804, there's obviously a little bit of price manipulation there trying to drive the price down, but someone did sell 17,922, 18,000, and then another 8,000 at 910. So the price has effectively halved over the last week. And I mean, you can see it there from the graph. So I think it'd be ignorant for me to put my head in the clouds and say, it's all FUD, it's all FUD. Why are people doing this? No, there are some things here to consider. Firstly, I'll put my hands up. I messed up. I bought a few thousand coins last week. I won't say how much, but I bought a few thousand coins last week at 1,500 Satoshis. Now, I've talked about this before, and I've talked about... I always kind of draw parallels to poker, where in poker you can... If you do the right thing or the wrong thing, it's all kind of subjective as to what information you had at the time. And I look at this the same way when I make a trade, when I'm buying or selling. It's easy to look in hindsight and say, oh, the price went down or the price went up. But at the time, all you can do is look at the information that you had. So if I, think back a week, I had Bitcoin. The price was actually about 1,600, 1,700, but it came down a little bit and I bought at 1,500 sats. So this is an article I published. It's a very short article I published in the blog last week. It's about the block reward schedule. And right now we are sitting here. We're sitting on 32 coins, but in 2 days' time, here, I know it's backwards for me in the UK, but that's July 4th, 2018. It's going to go down to 28 coins. And you can see that that's how the schedule is going to work. It's going to drop every 7 days, and then at one point it will drop every 28 days, and then every 55, 56, then every 111. Now, this was a big part of why I thought that the price would remain roughly the same level. I honestly, genuinely thought that the price would go up because of this block reward, because when the block reward is going down every week, your mining returns are getting smaller every week for your hash rate. In general, when that happens, all other things considered, it costs more to mine the coin. It should, people are more likely to sell the coin at a higher price. That's not what's happened here. But, if I go back to last week, if I go back to what was running around my brain when I bought at that price, I thought that with an interview at the weekend, with all these other things going on, there's new coins being added to the exchange, I thought there is no way that the price is going to go down. Obviously, saying no way in the cryptocurrency world is idiotic, but, that was my mindset at the time. I was trying to get some more coins. I thought that was a half decent price at the time because I did think that the price was going to go up, but the price has slowly went down. Now, in any marketplace, in any cryptocurrency marketplace especially, there's always manipulation. There's always people... I mean, if you look down here, this is... I suspect, see these ones here? 0.1, 5, 2.9, 3.9. If you look at the price before at 913 sats, what this person is trying to do is push the price back up. And then someone else is trying to push it back down. So you see a lot of these kind of smaller trades pushing the price down and pushing it up. You kind of need to disregard those most of the time because they're not really doing anything. It's easy to just buy or sell over them. But when you see people selling a large amount or buying a large amount, this can push the price up or down. you know, if someone had enough coins, they could, you know, start selling a lot of coins at a lower price and a lower price and a lower price, and then they can buy in at the price they want. And this, I'm not saying I'm an expert on this, because I'm not. And the fact that, you know, I bought this coin last week at twice the price should illustrate that I'm not the world's best trader. I'm not claiming to be the world's best trader either. And this is, you know, in my videos, I always say that, you know, when I'm talking about a video, I talk about the project and all that. I do mention the price, but I always say it's up to you guys to do your research. One of the things I did like about SafeCoin before was that the growth was very slow, but the growth was steady. We weren't seeing all these high fluctuations. Like I kind of briefly talked about HexCoin the other week, and if you looked at the graph, it's went up and down and up and down. That kind of suggests maybe not the developers, but someone else kind of manipulating the price and pumping and dumping. We didn't see that with SafeCoin, but last week what we did have in the SafeCoin community was the fork from Equihash 209 to 1445. Now, I'm not saying this is the reason. I'm saying it's definitely a factor that when that happened, we saw a huge influx of people join the SafeCoin community. Without a doubt, we did see a lot of new people, and those people mine SafeCoin. Now, there's always a mad rush when something like this happens. Everyone wants to be part of a fork. Everyone wants to be part of, you know, trying to make money. So if they think there's any kind of way to get additional coins, they'll arrive and they'll start mining. I would say that from the people that arrived, there was definitely a lot of people that are passionate about the project, that support it, and they want to keep their coins. A lot of people saying, I'm going to hold my coins for months. But there's a lot of people that are just mining and dumping, mining and dumping. And if there was price manipulation, it was someone trying to drive the price down or up or whatever, you know, if you jump over to another project, then you would just sell your coins at any price. And I've did this myself. I've did this with other projects where I've sold my coins at a lower price simply because I needed the money to buy coins in another project that I wanted to, you know, take advantage of because of news, because of block reward or whatever. I've looked at it and said, right, I want to buy coins there, but the only coins I have is over here. Right, I'm going to sell those. I don't care. I'll just buy them, you know, sell at the market price, whatever the going rate is, and I'll buy those coins. Sometimes it turns out to be a great move. Sometimes it doesn't. And it's one of those things, you know, you can dwell on these things, but I suspect, and I could be wrong, but I suspect we're going to see the price going back up to the 1200s sats mark over the next couple of days, especially with the block reward going down. But at the end of the day, guys, I've talked about this before. It doesn't matter how good your project is. You know, when I'm involved in the team with SafeCoin, so you're going to have to. You will look at what I see and listen to what I see and say he's obviously biased, but I know there's a couple of good coins being added to the exchange. I know there's more interviews planned. I know that they're being added, you know, SafeCoin's been added to all these other apps, you know, like live tracking apps and all this. So I know that the wheels are in motion for a lot of things. Over time, features and functionality should, in theory, trump hype and marketing and all the other, you know, pump and dump and all that crap. But it's not always the case. You know, I said that about, I think it was at Verge a few months ago where they hard forked by accident after they got attacked and the price went up. They totally messed up and the price went up. And then I saw when coins like Zencash and Bitcoin Private and all these other coins were adding, you know, support for things like Trezor and all these other things. And they've added something which I think is a sign of a good project when they've added hardware wallet support. And the price went down. So I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm looking through this through rose-tinted glasses and all that, but none of this phases me. This is part of the journey. Every coin goes up and down. But I mean, I thought I would address it anyway, because the price halving in 1 week is obviously significant. But obviously, there's a lot of people as well who aren't looking to sell at all. There's a lot of people with a lot of SafeCoin that are maybe trying to sell and then buy back in at a lower price. It's a crypto market, guys. It's a crypto market. So, as far as why this price went down over the last week, there hasn't been any bad news. There hasn't been any hack. There hasn't been any negative things happen with SafeCoin. In fact, there's been positive things. You know, the interview and all these other things going on in the background as far as new coins being added to the exchange and all these other things. But that doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter in the cryptocurrency world when it comes to the price of something. If the market simply doesn't want a coin, or the people mining it don't want the coin, they will sell. And, you know, more people selling, less people buying it will push the price down. So, yeah, you guys might completely disagree with me on this, but yeah, let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about this. I had a quick chat with some people in Discord there, and we were quickly, you know, kind of just talking about it. And the general consensus, you know, amongst regulars, maybe call us cult followers, but the general consensus amongst the people that are hanging out in Discord every day is that we're looking to get Bitcoin to buy more coins at this price. But I think you do see that a lot, where some people see a ship that's falling. You know, if you've seen coins, for example, that the price crashed, Bitcoin Private was a good example because it dropped below $10 recently. When some people see a sinking ship, there's always other people out there that see opportunity to get in a coin at a lower price point. This is certainly not a sinking ship. This is, you know, I don't think we've even seen the start of what this coin can do. But, you know, on the flip side, to play devil's advocate, SafeCoin is a very interesting project. It's a very, very interesting project. There's a lot of good things happening with it. But if I play devil's advocate against the team that I've joined, there's a lot of great coins out there. There really is a lot of new interesting projects coming out. You know, I looked at it in the live stream last week, and we looked at a lot of coins. There's a lot of shit coins out there, but there's a lot of, you know, people are recommending me new coins all the time. A lot of them are very interesting what they're trying to do. They're implementing different things. They're doing things that other coins aren't doing. So to say that you should never sell a particular coin is wrong, because if you find another project, you believe in it, and you think, okay, this is going to work, then you're going to move your funds maybe over to that other coin. And that's the thing, guys. You know, I do always consider diversification as far as your portfolio goes, but it does make it harder to track everything as far as following the news and developments and all that. But I think in a week or two, we're going to see the price. I reckon we're going to break 2,000 sats in a couple of weeks. That's my guess. But the fact that I bought this at twice the price last week means that you probably shouldn't listen to me about this. So thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. I just thought this was an interesting subject because SafeCoin has been steadily going up, and it was the first time we saw the price going up. It jumped from like 600, 700 up to this 1,500, 1,600 mark, but it's came back down. And sometimes you do need a touch of reality, and you need to reflect on these things and why it happened. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do leave a comment. If you've not subscribed, please do subscribe. And I'll speak to you all in the next one. Cheers.